switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side, yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side, yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side, yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 15 on it. Watch the run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because when I used to cover, hey, we got my cover. Oh, we just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Complete out right to Kurz. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Check. 31's the mic. Hey, check.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 11-yard line.
Stay there. Stop, 180. Watch the safety creep.
And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rivers, and this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And finally down at the 9-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Caught on the right side by Jones. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Second down and goal. Jackson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Really in a hole here. 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Don't get nervous. Switch.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And some room to run now. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check, 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 check. Check safety, check safety.
From the gun, Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And an alley to run. 11 yards there and a line first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
This is Bawden. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
At their 49-yard line.
Check that one, Mike 52 right here. 52. I know he ain't got it. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Check 15, check. Echo.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30.
That's another Detroit.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught on the left side by Curse. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man.
Throwing is Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Kid 33. I got you, son. Check 26, check 26. 36.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Melvin Ingram providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
A carry now for McKissick. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. They also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike Brown 80, 180. Check, Mike 42. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Jackson now. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Watch the end. Check 4. Check 4. Alert 3. Alert 3. Go. 3. Plus 5. Yo. He's coming to you.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Let's go.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here we go. Here we go. Now the 158. Come on. I got you, punk.
They go play action now. Jackson. And it's caught. And he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. C.J. Anderson, as the first half is winding down, and the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Gordon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. Open man is Gordon, complete.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. On the sneak, Rivers. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Lions' 46-yard line.
Switch up, switch up.
White, 89. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
The 180, block 15. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Left.
Operating from the gun, Rivers forced out to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
The 180.
Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that will get him one closer. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on now. Ball trot. You can choose the mic. Watch Mike. Go.
Here's Jackson. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Even. 4 down. Even. Six guys. Check six guys.
Now Jackson. And this is caught by Curse. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
31's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And James has it. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with McKissick. And an alley to run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here we go. Slam.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Ready.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Rivers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
All day, just like that.
Rivers to throw it. going to be intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's McKissick. And he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
First down and 10.
Baby, shame, baby.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd and 4.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing Rivers, and it's complete. Henry, and they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his first touchdown of the new season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Big score, first step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Green 80! Green 80! I hope you brought your reps because I'm about to take you to school.
Following the fumble recovery, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now Rivers. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second and goal, Rivers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Running from the gun, Johnson. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Returning, it's Benjamin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry here for Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Big Dad, set up. Go.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Adrian Phillips, an all-pro as a special teamer last year, in on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it